Hi, this is Dee Dryden, and welcome to Reflections of Faith. And I haven't been on here for a while because I've been really hurting with this tooth, and I finally got it taken out. And I want to tell you a story about that as soon as in a few minutes. But it's 7:04 p.m. It's 8/5, August 8th. Excuse me, August 5th, 2015. And I'm trying to shout because apparently my volume on here doesn't work very good. So just bear with me so I can. My mother said that she couldn't hear me when I was on this, so just bear with me. So I decided to go to Polson to get this pulled. I mean, every time that I was there, I had extra favor because I had taken the time when God first led me to Comfort Dentist in Kalispell, which is about 20 minutes away from where I'm at, because I live between Kalispell and Big Fork. And anyway, so I went there. I've been suffering with this toothache for 7 months. I mean, it had gotten so bad that it was going down my neck and into my left arm. So it got into my muscle, the infection, even though neither one of the dentists in Polson, which is about a half an hour away, you go up through the mountains, about a 45-minute drive. It's a really beautiful drive, actually. It goes around the Flathead Lake, and it's on the reservation, but I have to do emergency care. So the first time I went back, I went there 3 times. The first time they just did a cap on it, took it off, did a cap, thinking that my cap was cracked, but they couldn't. Neither dentist in Kalispell or Polson could find any infection, even though I knew that it was. The one in Kalispell had given me some antibiotics to put on to have, and it really took care of that infection quite a bit. So again, I'd been having this since March, but I moved here with the van, and then I went to Texas to get ordained, and then I flew back to South Dakota, and then I moved here, and then I was just trying to get my life back in order and settled in, and that's exactly what I had done. And so, but I didn't realize even that it was my tooth until God had actually had to point that out to me. And I'm not one to go to the dentist. However, this time, Thursday when I went to the dentist, it was really kind of interesting. I got back there, and it was so funny because I had this Miracles Happen shirt on that I haven't shown you in one of my other videos, and I also have a picture of it, that I got from Joan Hunter Ministries. And this young dentist was an intern, and he came back there with his assistant, and I told him that I believed that I needed to have it pulled. And so he really asked if he was sure. He wasn't real confident about doing this, so I had to kind of coax him into how to get it done and to get me to where I was all swelled, or get to where it was all numb. You know, I had to tell him how to numb it and whatnot and everything. So in the meantime, he goes in there to try and pull it, and he's twisting it and whatnot, and he can't seem to get it to come out. And he says, you know, your bone is really hard. It's not even letting this tooth go. And in my mind, pain is not from God. I don't care where in your body that you get it. It's a spirit of demonic spirit. And now there are several things that could have caused this pain. You know, cursing can develop into something that is in your tooth, or a generational curse. A lot of my family members have lost their teeth, so it could be in a gene. And you can also, as far as the generation goes, you can cut that curse off. Eating sugars, of course, is a biggie, and so those 3 combined can really cause you to lose your teeth. So having said that, I had told this he was really nervous about pulling it to start with, so I had told this young intern, after I told him to numb it and everything, he was having a hard time pulling it. So I said in my mind, really tired of this pain, I said, Jesus, if you want this pull it. And so right when I had said that, something happened and his hand jerked back, and during that time he had went to go reposition himself to get a better hold on it. And the thing just popped out, and I think it scared him and his assistant, and I wouldn't have known anything that had happened supernaturally except to see the look on their face. And she had to do the aftercare, and I think they sat there for 3 seconds or so and just couldn't believe what just happened. And I would not have known had had they not. I wished I had had a camera to had taken a picture of their faces. And so after that had happened, they had a hard time talking. They didn't quite know what had happened, and they knew that a miracle had happened. And of course, God had set that all up because of the T-shirt that I had on that said "Miracles Happen." So hopefully, it touched their lives. And I, of course, didn't think to say that Jesus did it, because my mouth was all open and stuff, and I couldn't talk anyway. So, but I was shocked that it had happened myself. So it was really an amazing thing. Then he sent me home. This dentist did send me home with some antibiotics, which I've been taking for a week. Finally coming out of it, it was really, it did affect my whole arm. My arm is sore as well, so I'm trying to do some exercise. So you can see my hair is all, it's like it's wet. It's actually I haven't taken a shower, and I've been exercising for a couple of hours and dancing before the Lord. So that's what I've been doing today, trying to get back in shape after just, most of the time with that pain, it's just affected me so severely that I just wasn't able to do a whole lot. Now it's starting to get a whole lot better. And then I heard on Facebook 700 Club that if you get pure coconut without the, I think it's, I can't remember what the ingredient that you don't want in it, but her husband had Alzheimer's, and she had fed them this pure coconut because it's a natural antibiotic, and it also helps with people with Alzheimer's. So I'm going to see if I can't get me some of that. It helps with people who have venereal diseases, I guess, according to 700 Club and this little thing that they had done. Like, I can't remember what all it helped, but you have to take a lot of it apparently. So it helps Alzheimer's, and it helps stress, and it helps a bunch of stuff, I guess. And so I thought, well, that's cheap. I guess I'll get me some in it. And so when this antibiotic runs out with my tooth, I can continue on, and it can't hurt anything. I guess they say that coconut oil, it has 2 different kinds of saturated fat. One is good and one is bad, and apparently this one is apparently good. So I'm going to see if I can't get me some of that in the meantime, to see if that'll help me also to get back in shape and get better to where I'm at. So right now I'm just studying Joan Hunter Ministries, the Happy Hunters, and I'm studying all kinds of healers online. I am involved with a Mountain Song Church that is under Bill Johnson, I guess. Yeah. And so, and that's in Big Fork. I'm going to have to either get myself a part-time job, or God's going to have to put me to work miraculously, and hopefully within this 40-day fast I can get some answers. I've been making a lot of crafts to sell. I think I have $160 worth of crafts to sell, but I'm going to have to do something a little bit faster than that. So my birthday is coming up for all of those of you who know my birthday. It's 8/8/61. So now I told you how old I am. So I just signed that up to do public in Facebook. I was playing with that today and happened to sign it up to my phone as well. So for those of you, family and friends, thank you for wishing me a happy birthday when the time comes. Thanks. Thank you for joining me. Be blessed to be a blessing. This is supposed to be a blessed summer for you. Thank you.